Hidden by the radio, only static in my ear. Wondering if the bands will bring the voice so clear. If a signal breaks on through, it will spark a Ragchew, fresh and new. Static fades and hopes arise. Silent air now fills with cries, waiting for that perfect sound when a contact will be found. Bands go up and bands go down. Sometimes smile, sometimes frown. And the bands are open wide. When I hear a voice inside, it makes my heart start racing true. When I start a brand new Ragchew.
Good evening. Welcome to Sunday Night Ragchew.
Howdy, howdy. Howdy.
You.
My voice cracked.
Howdy, yo.
I'm a teenager again.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the private chat here. Now I understand what you guys were talking about, the smallest. I will say this. One of the things in the private chat says Paul is likely the skinniest. This shirt was my snowboarding shirt from 30 years ago.
Is
Now,
this
granted, Johnny Blaze. Now, granted, it was always loose, but still fits me like it did. I got some belly. I got some extra belly fat. Don't worry, boys. I got it on me.
I got my winter coat on. Let's say that.
So I'm sporting my my toque. My Canadian brothers and sisters. I got my toque on, and yeah.
Now, before the stream, I started. Doug was talking about his Chewbacca coat that he wears all the time. So.
Oh, you don't know Bob and Doug McKenzie, do you, Sean?
No, I don't.
Well, that is a crying shame, and we need to fix that. So,
what are we talking about? Oh.
Good day. Welcome to the Great White North. I'm Bob McKenzie. This is my brother Doug. How's it going?
I now remember.
yeah, see their toques. They got their
SCTV. Was that what it was called?
Yeah. All right, guys, welcome. We got. I should probably have Discord up because some people that may not be in the group to see. Oh, yeah, I got 3 messages. We're going to talk about Winter Field Day and some of the winter storm action that happened. Just going to go through these real quick. Okay, I'll have to deal with that in a minute, Frank, and then I'll get to Kyle later. All right, so let's go over it. I know Douglas actually put a video out today. I didn't where were you? That was
north of Phoenix.
Oh, wow.
Lowest I got up there was this overnight was like right around freezing, if I remember correctly. But it was in the low 40s when I got there.
It looked like nice weather.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, it's a little nippy for me, but I didn't wear my jacket.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. The first thing I saw was the crack in the windshield, and you mentioned the crack in your windshield.
It started out as a little rock in the corner where it goes down, and then it starts making its way. And I should probably replace that in the next couple months. But
it's funny. I've been in Texas 17 or so years. I have yet to get a cracked windshield, but living in Seattle, where they would rock the highways and stuff, I swear I had cracked windshields every other year. So, how about you, Sean?
Well, you saw what I did yesterday. I made a little power block supply. So.
Oh, that's right. You did a live yesterday making a power disperser. What's it called?
I just call it like a power block, basically.
Yeah.
Power
distribution block.
Distribution. Yeah. Thank you. Hold it up closer.
It does hit ARC one time.
Let's here. Hold on. Let me get you big. So this is something our club had kits. What is it not doing there? They had kits for this, and you just solder it. You buy the kit and you solder it all together, and you get a little power bank. there for not a power bank, a power distribution block.
Yeah.
I've still got mine. Works pretty good.
It was an interesting play, but
Yeah. So
was
his
fun.
channel is WTF.Reydio. His logo's backwards, or his camera's backwards. Something's backwards.
Yeah.
WTF.Reydio, Reydio. Let's. Oh, did we lose? Who'd we lose?
Oh, wait.
Douglas.
Oh, we lost Doug. Doug is.
That snow in Arizona got to him.
Yeah. What about you, Dave? Hillbilly Ham.
Just trying to stay warm this weekend. I played a little bit of Winterfield Day.
Mm-hmm.
Got JSA call working again on my computer. Finally figured out the problem with free DV. I seem to have gotten that working again.
Nice.
So that's kind of what I did, was mess around with those. Biggest thing to get JSA call going was so I could take the multiple modes for Winterfield Day.
That's right. I did a live stream at, I forget what time, sometime this afternoon earlier. And just to kind of show JS8 call, that's where I made most of my contacts. Winterfield Day allows JS8 call because JS8 call is RF to RF, and you can have an entire conversation. It's not like FT8, but it can operate in similar conditions that FT8 operates. It doesn't need great conditions to be able to work. It's still dependent on, your setup. It's not like I'm going to hear everybody on it and they're not going to all hear me, but it does work a little bit better.
It was during the stream that I was actually working on it to
Hey, guys.
get it up to see if I could get a contact with you.
How do I sound?
Good.
Good.
Perfect.
Okay, cool.
Let's go with go ahead and finish, Hillbilly. So you were getting you said you were setting it up
during your stream.
okay.
Trying to get a contact because
Yeah.
you and Dave were making a contact.
Yep.
So I figured I'd see if I could get it set up and get it, but I never picked you up on my signals.
Oh, that's too bad.
I went to PSK Recorder to make sure I was working, and I was getting out. I was being seen, but when I first got it set up, I was only being seen probably further out to the coast. You were a little too close, I think.
Maybe. You're a good distance where I should have been able to hit you on one of the bands, but maybe 20 meters wasn't the band. And I wasn't looking for your call sign. So if you watched the stream, did you notice that I was seeing you or not?
No, I didn't see you on yours.
Okay.
I didn't see me on yours, and I never saw you on my JSA call.
Okay. And Bricker House just posted, we actually QSO, there was a -23, so that was the lowest one I was able to receive. I think my all-time lowest is -24, but yeah, you still need, you do still need propagation and something there, but anyway. Oh, Dave's audio is a little low.
Mine is.
Everyone's even. I can bring you up. I can bring you up here. Let's go to Elle, since Elle has not been on for a while, and she has put out a couple shorts. So
Yeah, just a little like, hey, I'm still alive type of thing, and kind of my struggles with Winterfield Day. But what do you want to know of how my Winterfield Day went?
yeah.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Yeah.
For those who haven't seen
Okay.
your shorts.
Since you braved the weather.
reason why I found out about Winterfield Day is because I had joined a amateur radio club meeting. There was a club meeting hosted by one of the clubs in Colorado and Longmont, Colorado, and Sean's waving hi. And
It's not transferring for some reason.
Here, I got it, Paul. Let me try.
Say Paul's got the wrong one in Biggen.
there we go.
There we go.
I was
Okay.
to be the big one. Yeah,
You now
so
have the
I was-
floor.
Cool. Thank you. I was a guest speaker at Longmont, Colorado amateur
Mhm.
radio club, and they were like, oh, like Winterfield is coming up this weekend. I said, it is? I had no idea about it. And then with Texas and the winter storm, I just thought like the timing was too perfect not to do
Mhm.
something for Winterfield
Yep.
Day, meaning like the snow dump. It's Winterfield Day. It's Texas. I'm like, I got to try. And so yeah, I got on the air, did my best. Definitely felt a little rusty with like my wire management. Let me tell you, if you do not have good wire management, your deployments are gonna suffer. Like they're gonna take a lot longer. You're gonna feel more frustrated and just kind of feel like all over the place. So my wire management definitely wasn't up to par after not being on the air for a while, but eventually we figured it out. Day one, not really understanding my environment or knowing where to deploy. I was like flustered and was trying to figure out where to deploy my NFED halfway from Spoltena I kind of forgot how long those wires are. And like I would get it up in the tree, like, okay, yes, I got it up in the tree, and then be like, oh, where I was wanting to operate, like the wire wasn't going to be sloping the way that it needed to be, wasn't at the certain height that it needed to be. So that was a struggle. And then eventually I kind of gave up with the NFED halfway and then pulled out the Alpha Antenna Hextenna Deluxe. I really want to use the NFED because, you can jump through bands on your NFED halfway versus like a dipole, horizontal dipole. You kind of have to stick on one band. And if you don't tune those like whips just right, like your SWR can go crazy out of the roof.
Yeah.
And so I really struggled day one.
Well,
So that
let
was my
me
day
show
one.
real quick here. I'm going to just show this. That's not the right screen. Let's show that screen.
I'll take care of the.
This is true Winterfield Day. So just switch me with her.
Yeah, I'm trying. I think you're doing it at the same time. That's why.
No, I wasn't doing anything.
Okay.
It's non-responsive tonight. So I'm just doing a sample of it. Her channel is She's on Frequency. And so you can see she was actually out in the cold on Winterfield Day,
guys.
unlike
tried.
myself.
Hey, you did better than me. I chose not to.
But you got your 10 contacts, right? And so we all kind of look at that now with POTA as an activation. So you succeeded.
Yeah, I did succeed. So day one, it's like, okay, I'm going to try again tomorrow. Today, wake up, kind of have started preparing earlier and really look back and like looking at my surroundings, looking at my environment. And the weather was actually a lot better to operate outside for a little bit. I actually got like 2 contacts outside as one Oscar, which was really cool. Funny, one of the contacts that I made, he realized I was a 1 Oscar NTX. He's like, isn't it cold out there? I'm like, yes, it is.
Right.
So I was able to properly set up my NFED half wave. And then I think on my next short, you can kind of see that, but we don't need to show that. But just letting everyone know if they wanted to see it, it's on that short. So I was able to set it up properly. And then I don't know why it didn't occur to me to like run the coax under the door and into my dining
the
room.
second one. Yeah, you said you could have
I
gone
was
inside.
like, why couldn't I have just operated inside? Again, just kind of feeling flustered, not really understanding the length of my wires, bad wire management. And honestly, first day back operating after a couple of months of just being off a little bit, I was definitely having to pick up some pieces of that I needed to relearn. But as you said, I got those 10 contacts, so that felt good.
You felt a little rusty with setup and stuff. It didn't go as smooth as your one before.
Yeah,
because you were out there, you were hiking, doing sodas and all sorts of stuff. So you seem to have it down there for a while.
Well, I think it's just the problems of an NFED half wave that that comes with an NFED half wave versus like a simple soda where you're taking maybe like a vertical and the vertical, just stick it on the ground, pull up the whip to the certain length. But I think that was just like wanting to use an NFED half wave and having to figure the problems around that.
Yeah, I got a little toy vertical. Handles 100 watts SSB, and I got it in Japan. It's a multi-part one. One of these days, I'm going to take it out, but I'd like to give it a try. Maybe with my 705 as well, low power. Just do it right there on the table and try QRP. But yeah, she was QRP too, by the way.
Yeah, that's another thing. A lot of my high power radios that I had were mine. They were borrowed from the club, from the McKinney Amateur Radio Club. And, he asked for it back. I said, absolutely, it's yours. Like, it's not mine. I have no rights to it. Definitely take it back. And so he's had it. And so the only radios I have are the G90 and the 705. That's actually still a loaner icon from loaner radio from Icon right now. Eventually we'll have to return it. But, that's what I had. And so that's what I had to work with. And
you did it.
We made the most out of it. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that G90.
It's a little iffy when it comes to the every time I would switch to the G90 between the 705, the sound. I don't know
sound
why.
isn't quite the same.
It wasn't the same.
It's definitely not the same, and I recommend using a external speaker on the G90.
Yeah, absolutely.
You could actually set that Hextenna up in the 40 meter configuration with the wires to make it the X tenna more than a V dipole.
Yeah, where you
that G90's tuner, you would have never had to change it because I can do that with my 6200. Set it on that and operate 40 all the way through down through 10.
Mhm.
Yeah.
6200's tuner.
G90 has its place for sure. It is a good radio, especially for entry level. You're not as low as 5 watts. I think, what is it, 20 watts, I think.
Yeah, it's
20 watts.
So it's a good entry level radio for somebody who needs to specifically look at a budget. It's a good budget entry level radio, or the 891, but that doesn't have a tuner. So you got to
Right.
kind of, figure it out.
They do make an amp for the G90, don't they? Like
Oh yeah,
specific for G.
XPA
You
125B.
can, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got the amp for it.
I've got that amp. And yes, I see comments in there that the IC705 is a much better radio than the G90. IC705 will cost you $1,500. The G90 costs you $400.
Yeah.
I would hope it's a lot better radio.
It should be, right? So, but that's what it comes down to as well. First of all, what are you going to do? Like her videos before were sodas. She's not going to take a 7300 up a soda. That's a great radio. It's better than a G90. Are you going to take a 7300 up a soda? No, you're going to take something lighter like a 705 or a G90.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to look at your budget, and you got, there's a lot of radios out there, and it really comes down to personal preference in your situation.
Yeah. And I believe when you're doing a soda, you're up
Absolutely.
at altitude, so you QRP makes total sense on soda.
That's why you need 7 radios.
Well, it's like I mean, I've got my 710.
With my
I've got
wife,
the
This mode.
the FTX-1. But you know what? The one that I actually am using more and more and more is my 6200.
I like
It's
that radio.
compact.
Looks nice. I've never used it.
I can make it. I'll make sure I got it at more so you can check it out, Paul.
Okay, yeah.
But I can put it in a real small backpack with antenna and battery and everything, and have a quick go kit with that radio. And that's the one I've been most of my 5-watt videos doing POTA. It's been that radio.
Yeah. Nice looking radio. Yeah, I had the FTX. I sold the FTX because I got the 705. I don't need the FTX. I mostly got it. To be honest, I got it early and pre-ordered it for the channel. Took a loss on that one, but they did bring a lot of viewers and subs in that wanted to know more about the FTX, and it is a good radio. I just didn't need it. It was, I've got the 705. There's really no use for the FTX for me, but yeah,
I'm waiting.
Go ahead.
I'm waiting for the amp to show up, the Optima, because I got it for the truck, and I want the amp behind it.
Yeah, they're back ordered on that, aren't they?
Yes.
DX
they are.
Engineering is expected to have some in at the end of February or beginning of February. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
So Chris Bricker was saying somebody would bring a flex just to flex. Jordan is buying a flex to be his POTA radio.
Yeah, I mean,
K6ARK.
yeah, the Flex is basically a software-defined
Hey,
radio, and
Yeah.
it's the best one probably. And from what I've learned now, it's the best
it
one
the-
for remote.
Is it the Aurora?
Aurora. Yeah.
Aurora,
Yeah,
That's going to be
more.
his POTA radio, the 500 watt
Yeah,
radio.
500 watts on a POTA.
And it's all
Awesome,
all
Jordan.
runs off
That's
of
awesome.
110, and the radio only weighs 18 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing, and if you got the money, it's a
Do
good
it.
radio.
You got $8,000.
Oh, thank you, Paul.
Is it really $8,000?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot of money.
It's a 500 watt radio, though.
You can get the bottom, the entry level, what Flex considers entry level on that radio, because they've got different levels of that radio, and I think that one's $6,800 or $6,900, and it goes all the way up depending on which model you get, which version of the Aurora, all the way up to $10,000.
So
Yeah.
thank you, Paul, for the super
Incredible.
chat. He says, I'm CW only. Thank you, SSB folks, for live streaming your Winter Field Day and contesting, because the CW folks don't, other than N4GEO and K9KJ, we have no other way to learn. So
A9KJ. As I'm learning CW, I'm going to start doing more. I'll probably do, as I learn the 2 letters each week, I might start doing shorts. But at some point when I'm actually able to do CW, I will I'll have no problem streaming that when I feel confident enough to do a contest.
Andy
Dave's
was
audio is
streaming.
low.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dave. I'm going to bring you up a little bit.
I was gonna say Andy was streaming this weekend with CW.
Yeah, I watched Andy's live a little bit, showing World Radio League. That's actually what I used for Winter Field Day to log. And one of the things I like about it is the map.
The map's
Good
So-
day,
nice
Colin.
feature.
That's
It's
my
113 where Colin is.
Incredible.
good grief.
Australia.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's almost like you're on another part of the planet, totally the opposite of us.
It's like you're underneath us or something.
Yeah,
Hey,
this
Paul,
was
I'm going to begin you.
okay.
I'm going to try to, if you let me.
There's a chat saying who's Andy. Andy is a.
Remember, Paul is the smallest. No.
Hey,
the
Who's
smallest,
Andy?
like
It's-
short.
He's the product manager for World Radio League. If
Yeah.
you watched any of the World Radio League streams, you know who Andy is.
so I've
He's
still
very
got my
nice.
radio. Let me get rid of my radio there. Andy is a great guy. I met him at Moore.
Wow. That's new, Paul.
That was added. and
Oh,
I'm starting to
it's
regret
different
it.
than the. Oh, yeah.
I'm starting to regret
Amazing.
it because I've got my in-ear ones now, and it just blows my ears out. And I didn't even see what it was because I was switching screens here.
So,
Who gave that?
Jimmy gave 10 memberships. PRK
Oh, Jimmy.
Radio.
I met
So,
Jimmy. Yeah, I met Jimmy PRK Radio YouTube channel. I met him at Cowtown. It was good to meet Jimmy. Thank you, Jimmy.
Same
That was
here.
awesome.
So K0BF, Julie Faust, Teflon 000.
Hey, Julie.
Julie?
Jeff, KC1UER. Let's see, William, KJ5 FTT, EOD Kaboom, KH2XX, Lee Mac, NA5T, Andy Cowley,
Andy
brother,
Cowley.
good to see you there. Dean, KQ4ADJ, and Dupa.
And then Jimmy
Okay.
gets
You love me. You really love me.
And y'all, Jimmy's got a new channel, PRK Radio. Great
Yeah, check
channel.
out
So check
Jimmy's.
him out. Subscribe.
and he's got such a cool shack he built. So check out PRK Radio. But yeah, this is the map. So I didn't do a lot. 36 contacts, but I like the map. I like the interface. You can do a club single login and have multiple users. They've got a lot of great stuff. And these guys update and fix this software. They answer to reports, bug reports and all that quickly. These guys are on the ball with World Radio League. So I like supporting them. I'll pull up Andy's
Well,
channel
they're
here.
also the creators and like the managers of Ham Radio Prep. I'm sure
That's-
you know.
yeah,
this,
that's true.
but,
No, yeah,
like,
thank
all
you.
of their stuff just works well, and that's how I think most of us have learned to get our licenses for tech, general, and extras through Ham Radio Prep. So if you like them, definitely go check out their logging software, World Radio League. If I feel like many of you know that, but in case you didn't.
Yeah, there's probably some people out there that don't, and I forgot to mention that too. So just if you go to World Radio League, that's what he was streaming off of. That's the channel, and just subscribe to World Radio League. Andy's got a separate channel for himself, but that's the one he was live streaming on. I think he's scheduled tomorrow. Yeah, he's
Yep,
scheduled
tomorrow,
tomorrow
2 o'clock.
at 2 p.m. Central. So check that live out, and he gives you a lot of good information on World Radio League. And thank you for the membership. 9 months, James. Appreciate it. You got 3 more months to get a shirt. And Paul K9BHN, thanks for becoming a Prep Ham Piglet. Did I miss one? I think I missed one. No?
No, it came in twice.
Okay. All right, let's get back to it. All 5 of us here. Let me double check Discord. Sometimes people come in late and ask to get in. Nope, we're good.
Nope.
So, my Winterfield Day was indoors, nothing exciting. I should have gone outdoors because I'm the first one to complain about the heat and humidity in Texas and wish it was cooler because I'm from North Idaho. So I should have gone out, but I don't have my winter clothes anymore. I've gotten rid of them. I used to have all that. I used to snowboard every week, and I used to do all sorts of stuff, but I don't have those clothes. I've got boots and gloves, but nothing near enough to keep me warm in 10-degree weather. So maybe I'll get ready for next year.
I saw somebody cross country skiing in Plano. They were going down
There
the
was-
street cross country skiing.
They were,
That
were-
must have been right.
I almost pulled the snowboard out of the attic. It might just fall apart, but I thought about putting my boots on and just snowboarding behind a car or some truck or something. I saw some guys sledding behind a truck outside, which we used to do a lot of.
I saw somebody come down the street with a golf cart and then 2 ATVs, and they were just doing donuts in the parking lot, just having a blast.
Yeah, go ahead, Sean.
No, I had nothing. I was just laughing.
Oh, I thought you were saying something.
No.
Anything else, you guys? Anything else interesting about your winter field day?
Welcome, Nate, as a new member. Actually 2 months.
2 months. Thank you.
Does anyone else
Yeah, go
struggle with their input halfways like I do? Or is that a pretty common? I hope that's a common.
Well, one thing I've noticed is that it tunes differently every time I use it. And I think the isolate has kind of affected it a little bit, but
One thing about those is you gotta make sure you're tuned to the right frequencies and temperatures, ground, all those things can change it. So
Infed half waves, they're good. They're good antennas. A lot of people use them. I've got probably 5 or 6 of them. I've made some.
they're great antennas.
I'm moving. I've got one up now as a sloper, 73 foot from Chameleon, but I'm kind of moving towards off-center feds and dipoles in inverted V formats at home for my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just the one thing you got to remember is temperature will affect it. What ground, as in like what area you're at, will affect it. If the ground's got a higher iron content, that's going to throw everything off. So
I've been
every time
pretty
you
happy.
deploy it, unless you deploy at the same time, same place every time, you got
That's almost impossible.
Mine's been deployed. It's been gooped up and waterproofed, and I just leave it out there. Love it.
Nice.
It's not the greatest antenna, but in the middle of the city, 6 feet off the ground, I'm doing pretty good. So.
Another good thing to do, El, is to learn that Mamanagal software, which I'm still learning. I got the basics.
Oh, Ziggy told me about this. I think I have it downloaded.
Ziggy,
she knew exactly who you're talking about.
I've got it. Yeah, I've got it.
Okay, I can't wait to see Ziggy. I'm going to finally meet him at Hamcation. But I love learning that because I can play with different antennas, how far off the ground, and I haven't even gotten into setting up the ground yet. He says there's a websites that tell you your ground number. You put the ground number in, you put radials in. I haven't done any of that, but it's really cool to see how an end-fed sloper radiates 5 feet off the ground compared to 35 feet off the ground. It's just very cool, and you can kind of get an idea of, oh, okay, well I'm 6 feet off the ground at the feed point, but I'm 25 feet off the ground here, and so it actually radiates that direction. So it's pretty cool to see how they radiate when you play with that software.
Oh, no doubt. On one of my club meets, like their monthly meeting, we had a guest speaker called like the Poda Performer guy. We know. He shows us like all the graphs and like not only he'd really emphasize on efficiency of like even though like your radio might be rated for like 100 watts, how much, where is that loss coming from? How much is your antenna making you lose your power output? And he did this study of like raising the elevation of his antenna, and I don't know, basically the higher the antenna, the more efficient your power output was, but it was like an exponential, like how much more efficient your output was. So that was really not a great way to say that, but basically the way that his antenna works is that the higher the antenna is, the more efficient it becomes.
Yeah. Let me show you real quick. Let me show you the end-fed half wave I built. This is a 67-foot end-fed half wave with a 20-something foot counterpoise. And let me just show you.
49-1?
This was
Or was that a 56-1?
That wasn't good. Let me try this.
It'd be 49-1. I can't remember. So this is not to get off topic of Winter Field Day, but this is part of it, right? Because we use antennas for Winter Field Day.
Mhm.
So if you notice this teal line right here, this is the top of my roof, right? Now I don't have the roof incorporated in this, so that's going to affect it as well. So it won't actually look exactly like this, but it never does when you're just using, when you don't set up your ground, what type of ground you have and what things you have underneath. It's really not going to give you the exact. But if I had this with no house under it, right? 6 feet off the ground to about 30 feet off the ground. This is the radiation pattern. So the backside is kind of useless in my opinion. It doesn't really do much, right? But it's a little bit directional towards the point towards over my roof. But now if we take that same, and these nulls, so talking with Ziggy, these nulls are a good thing to have in an antenna. So when you look at a dipole, it's got the null through the middle, right? Through the donut hole. But here's what's interesting. When I was playing with this with Tank Radio, he's doing a series on radios, or antennas. It's going to come out soon. Let's add, I think I can just do it right here. Let's add 10 meters. So 30, let's get that 30 feet off the ground. And let's see if it does something different. Oh, not one. Back to Andy. Let's see if I did that right, or if I have to go back and actually change the antenna height. Okay, so that's not right. I added 30 feet, but I don't think I did that right. Let me go back and just add it to the feed point directly. I thought you could add height right here, but I never get that to give me the right information. So what I want to do is find the Z. We'll find the wire edit. Wire edit. Where is it? Oh, right here. And I'm going to edit. Well, let me bring it up here so I can show y'all. And what we'll do is we'll edit this wire right here. Wire definition. And what we're going to do is bring the Z up. Right now it's only 3 feet off the ground. Let's bring this, or 3 feet, 1 meter. So let's bring it at 10 meters off the ground. And that means the Z2 is going to be, what would that be if I bring that up equivalently? 30, maybe not 30. What would it be? 10. I don't know that equation. Let's just say 30 feet. I'm trying to keep the same angle is why I'm doing that. So let's just do 20 meters. And so see how that changes that. And let's just say that the counterpoise is hanging down. And let's okay that. You're going to see, I think, more of a dipole look because now it's away from the ground. The counterpoise, I don't think it's going to do much on this model. But let's see if I did it right. Okay, that's not right. I don't know if that's right. I think it's because the counterpoise is messing with it. But anyway,
Probably.
but if you get it off the ground, you get more of a. I should just delete the counterpoise. You get more of a donut shape usually, and it's not mostly one directional. But when it's so close to the ground, and this is on 20 meters, I think, by the way. Oh no, this is probably why right here, because it's cut for 20. That's probably the
Somebody's
problem.
got the game on.
Yeah,
Yep.
let's go here.
Trying to figure out who it is.
So this
It
is,
was me.
this is cut for 40 meters, and this is 20 meters now at 30 feet. I think it was 30 feet off the ground. So you get a little different picture, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could actually even use this direction as well. It gives it an okay angle to get out. But yeah, so anyway, it's fun to, I don't want to go too much into antennas, but
Yeah.
it's fun to play around with them. You can if you want to just look at some of them, just go into File and Open and go to, I have a list of my antennas I've set up, but you can go to they have a lot of pre-built antennas, multi-band beams, simple, and you just select an antenna. So let's do a simple, here's a Delta 40 to 80, and you start it, and we'll look at it, and you'll see what this delta loop does. I think it's a delta loop. And so they got a lot of preconceived when this is a delta loop. It looks like it's sloped. See how it's sloped there?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you can look at a lot of them, kind of get an idea, at least a general idea of the pattern that you're going to have with whatever it is you're working with.
Cool.
Super cool.
Well, Paul,
Yeah.
you didn't ask about my field day.
Yeah. What did you do, Michael?
I stayed at home and just used my infed halfway. Got a 26 contacts, but I deleted one guy because apparently I copied his call sign down wrong. Guy from
Whoops.
Colorado yesterday. So I'm on his log. I just not on. He's just not on mine. But did get Mexico, and
Cool.
it's kind of odd because Mexico is MX, but any other country is going to be DX. I thought that was an interesting rule this year. But yeah, a lot of fun. 20 meters. It looked like every KC had a different operator on there.
Did you? What did you
So
use to
trying
log?
to pull. I use World Radio League.
All right.
Real easy. Export. I made a separate log for it. Export it to ADIF file and send it right into to the Winter Field Day. But what's nice about World Radio League, it's free. The level I'm using is a free level, and you can have templates for the different contests. So
yeah,
for me, it's a no-brainer. It's really easy to use.
And I think free, I might be off. I did the year, I think, VIP, but I think free gives you 5,000 or 10,000 QSOs, and I'm 14 years in with 7,000 QSOs. So even the free account is going to give you plenty of room.
Well, it don't limit you on QSOs. It limits what you can import.
Oh, imported QSOs. Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, check it out.
Like
World Radio League.
import all at once.
Yeah. So if you
Or just
like I wasn't
general.
using World Radio League, I was using Ham Radio Deluxe and QRZ. So what I do
Okay.
is I would export my QRZ, and I think when I did it, it was around 6,000. I would export it into an ADI file. Then you log into World Radio League and just import it. So what they're saying is, if you have a free account, there's a limit. I can't remember what it is, 5,000 or 10,000. I can't remember. It must be 10,000 because I did it when I had a free account.
It is 10.
Yeah.
Wait, that's the limit of how many logs I'm allowed to have?
No,
in
that's the limit on
URL?
how many you can import.
How
At
many you
once.
can
Import.
How many
Yeah.
you can bring in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Import period. You can
Oh.
log as many as you want in World
Mhm.
Radio League. You just can't if you've got more than 10,000 logs and you want to import them into World Radio League, you won't be able to import them.
Got it. Well,
And then if
unless you get maybe a paid version. That's what I'm
yeah,
hearing.
then you can
Correct.
yeah, but then you can join for free, import up to, let's say, 9,999 logs,
Mm-hmm.
QSOs, and then start using World Radio League and go past 10,000.
Oh
Wow.
yeah.
Coder Jim used Polo. I do like Polo, and that is my backup. That's my backup log.
That's my.
Mhm.
That's my. I load that for Polo. Polo is great.
My Nashtastic is beeping in the
But-
background.
But I learned not to stream on TikTok because then I can't use Polo.
Yeah, you
made
kind
that
of run that
mistake.
hard
That's
run.
where I've got the portable WRL on my tablet
Yeah.
and use it on
Yeah.
my tablet.
Mhm.
That way I don't tie up my phone
Yeah.
with a logger.
And
Yeah.
that was my problem when I logged. I was trying to do a POTA. I had to use my phone. I didn't bring my laptop cable, and I was going to do a hotspot. It wasn't working, so I just said, okay, I'll just live stream and I'll log later, watching my live stream and getting all the QSOs, and then Mike helped me as well. But yeah, I think Polo's good, but I think I'm just really liking World Radio League. I've been a gamer since the Atari 2600, actually since my Commodore 64. So it gives me that graphical
Mm-hmm.
visual thing I like, and then you can compete with people. Hillbilly Ham and I competed a while back, trying to see.
California QSO party.
Yeah, you can see who's in the lead of what mode and all that. So it's kind of fun. But anyway, anybody else in chat, if you've used something or had an experience, just let us know in chat. So
I mean, I saw Grandman Poda's message. He did over 10,000 QSOs in a single park.
he's a liar. You can't trust anything Tim says.
Yeah, the world's flat.
Well, he did get his kilo.
Oh, nice. I didn't see his. Wait, didn't he did a later one today? Right? I don't think I saw that video. The live stream.
He didn't get 10,000 QSOs on Motor Field Day.
No,
He
no,
got
no.
his kilo at a park.
Yeah, but he was
Yeah,
doing.
he did.
I think he did 4 live streams. Correct us.
4 or
Tim.
5 live streams this weekend.
Yeah.
Wow.
I caught 3 of them. I don't think I caught the last one. I think he was scheduled to do one later today, maybe towards the end of Winter Field Day. But he also goes out every Sunday morning, so he's pretty regular on POTA.
Your library offers hotspots.
Some do. Yeah.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, I think Little Elm does.
I think Denton does.
You got
What do
3D
they offer?
printers. You got 3D printers now at Little Elm. You got all sorts of stuff at our library.
Yeah.
You
Even
got my
Denton's
niece's.
got a 3D
You got my
printer.
niece's book at your library.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So KJ5RT is
My great niece.
he's mentioned Polo when he's in a hurry, and then World Radio League any other time. Yeah, Polo. It's kind of simple. Open the app, start your POTA. It is pretty simple in that sense.
Yeah.
And talking about 3D printers, I went to the Micro Center that opened up a few months back here in Phoenix, and I'm like, ooh, 3D printers. Ooh, kid in a candy store.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think some of the ones I've seen lately are, I don't know why, but Marketplace thinks I need a 3D printer now.
Well,
Same here.
stop dreaming about it. Stop dreaming about 3D printers. That nano chip in your brain is reading
I
it.
know, right?
So I mostly logged JS8, which was fun. I did a live stream on that.
That was a good stream. I did go back and watch it.
I got Tank Radio. Frank was in Florida, and I got Tank Radio. He was with Matt and Caitlin, who has got a fairly new channel, Ham Radio Chick. They were all 3 POTA-ing together. So I got them, and then she released a video later and actually showed their 10 contacts. It was kind of fun to watch from their perspective when I QSO'd, and I could hear my signal, and it was kind of fun to watch them and then QSO all 3 of them. But that was pretty cool. And then I got Jason on SSB Saturday, and then I think Jeff was working with Jason and got him on JS8 call on 40 and 20 yesterday and today. So got pretty good. Checking chat here.
Yeah. Hotspots work on parks that you have a cell phone signal, though. I've seen a lot of people getting those mini Starlinks. So Starlink minis.
Yeah.
And that's the new thing to start doing for POTA now is using Starlink.
I see Chris
you're
is getting
logging.
there that if he has low cell service, he won't use WRL. I talked to some of the guys at Cowtown that is going to be fixed if it's not already fixed, that we can use it offline now. I don't know if it'll tie into
The portable app's already been updated. If it does not have a connection, you can log. When it gets a connection again, it'll sync everything back up to the cloud.
Correct.
And that's on Apple products, the portable one, or just
That's on
Windows?
both sides. That's on both sides.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I was gonna say I'm not sure what all devices it works on, but it's on the portable.
Yeah. So Apple and Androids.
Very cool.
But there's a lot out there, so test them out and find the one that works best for you.
Mm-hmm.
Is there another event coming up or special event coming up after Winterfield Day, or is it crickets, or does anyone know anything?
I think Temptation is the next thing.
Yeah, Winterfield Day and Summerfield Day are the 2 big events in the year.
Mm-hmm.
And then every weekend there's a contest. Every weekend there's a contest.
Yep. Next weekend's North American single side bin sprint.
Yeah, let me give you a good resource, El, if you didn't know about this one. This is what I usually pull up all contests for each weekend. This one I think has the majority of them. So if you go to contestcalendar.com, and then you can choose, this is the home screen, and you can choose up here or down the side, 8-day, 5-week, 12-month calendar. So if you just do 8-day, you can see what's coming up for the week. So this is this weekend. There's Winterfield Day finished up. And then it goes into next Saturday, Sunday down here. Most contests, of course, are weekends, but there are a lot of sprint contests. These are sprint contests, usually midweek. And then next week, you see you got UBA DX Contest SSB, North American SSB Sprint, as Dave said, and Marconi Club ARI Loano Low CW, whatever that is. And then it kind of gives you a timeline here. Some of them are short contests, and some
Yeah.
of them are longer. But see, if you do
Oh, wow.
5-week, then here's it separates them all and gives you their dates and see what they are. So
No, that's great. I
Contest-
didn't know about this.
yeah,
So thanks for sharing that.
contestcalendar.com is a good resource.
Yeah.
World Radio League does have some. When you click on their contest on the left, it'll list upcoming contests, but they don't have as many as Contest Calendar.
So I'm
No.
pretty
I
sure
see.
The other thing I would
And
the
then
only thing I
Michael
would add
said-
is
Oh, go ahead.
no. The other thing I was going to say was Texas State Parks on the Air is coming up in
April
a few weeks.
April.
18th, according to World Radio League.
Okay,
Yeah, our home club is the host of that.
that is true.
We'll be up at
Lark.
Ray
Lark,
Roberts,
okay.
Lake Ray Roberts. I haven't decided if I'm going to go to a different park or not. It's fun to go at the club, but it's also fun to go to a different park. So we'll see.
I think the last one we went to, we had that storm come through.
Mm-hmm.
That was crazy.
That was the night, the night right before. Yeah.
It was miserably
I think-
cold and raining.
I think that's the weekend right before More Expo, isn't it, Paul?
Is it? Or after?
Yeah.
No, before, I think.
No,
I think
it's
last
the
year
weekend
wasn't it
before.
on the weekend of more.
Oh, yeah, that's why I didn't do it last year, because I
Hey,
was at
wait
more.
a minute. No, it might be the same weekend as More.
April 16th.
It all depends on how Easter lines up.
I thought that I was planning on going.
See,
No,
March
Moore's
21st.
the 25th and 26th.
Yeah, okay. I figured I was
March
planning on going.
March 21st is Texas State Parks on the Air.
Oh,
Now,
why is
Brady,
it?
you were saying Michael said what?
Oh, right. The next one is Hamcation. Is that the ham event in Florida?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Is anybody going to
Hamcation?
that?
I'll be going to Hamcation. I got a brother in Orlando, and I got to go meet Ziggy. I was supposed to go last year and couldn't, so I got to go this year.
Nice.
Jason's stream earlier
Oh.
has I think the organizer from Hamcation.
Yes.
So go to Ham Radio 2.0, his channel. He streamed it just before this stream, and check out questions, all sorts of stuff. He basically lays it all out there. I think it's hamcation.com, but let me double check. Yeah,
No, Paul, it is.
hamcation.com.
Yes.
More Expo is April 17th and 18th.
So the same weekend?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot. Well, while
Yeah.
Scott's talking about it, March 21st is Go Kit Challenge.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay.
That's a big thing that everybody needs to go to if you're in the area.
Yes.
When
we'll
is
have.
that?
March
Is Paul
21.
going with a kit?
No, I won't. My Jeep has been torn apart since I got the truck, so it has nothing. It has nothing.
Paul's won a couple of years.
That's why I said, is Paul going? You might as well
Paul
not
gonna
go.
go?
if Paul's going.
No, but what I have
Yeah.
planned for the Jeep, if I didn't get the truck, I would have won again. Yes. But I don't want to put the money in the Jeep if I'm going to get a truck, because I may turn this truck in and get a different truck. And once I get the truck that I'm set with, then I'll update the truck and not the Jeep anymore. The Jeep's going to sit on
Right.
property and just be for off-roading.
March, what's the date, Sean? March 21st.
March 21st.
There's Scott. He's one of our organizers.
He is
So-
the organizer. Well, I could say one of
Kelly.
He's the top man. Him and Kelly.
Yeah.
It'll be in Highland Village again.
It's
The
going
same
to be
place it was last year.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. More
Um,
Expo is the same weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll get you the deets on that. That's a pretty cool setup.
Yeah.
That is a really cool setup. And I thought about doing my little Ryobi battery conversion, do something with that, but we'll
Yeah.
see.
Put it on. Put a radio with it. Bring it on.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what, don't, like I could bring something, and I might bring my Go box that I put together. It's nothing special. It's not. It's in a box, but it's not a box thinking out of the box. It's just a basic Go Kit. But what's really cool about Go Kit Challenge is people bring all these things, and it allows other people that may not have a Go Kit. It gives them ideas, and
Yes.
that helps other people build their Go Kits.
So just because you don't have a Go Kit, don't discourage from coming. Show
Yeah.
up and see what everybody else has. Get
And
ideas.
it's great content for filming.
Yep. So get out there. I'll be more expo. Maybe Hillbilly Ham and I can do a POTA and try to USO them at Texas State Park. So see. Andy will probably be there as well. I think let's see who else goes. Who else goes to that? Andy was there, I know, but who
From up here or
yeah, from up in your
everybody
area.
else?
Because I know Jason will be there. I think
Freddie
Tim,
Mac comes up from Oklahoma.
Freddie
Tim
Mac.
will come down.
I think
Robert
Bill,
usually comes up. Tank comes. Bill
Robert,
comes.
Tank, Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle comes down from St. Louis.
Anyway, more expos. It's
But
an
it was
overlanding
sounding like
one,
there
but
was
it's
going to
fun.
be a lot more this year.
Yeah, there
Gonna
will
show
be. Yeah, there will be. That's
And
one that
hurts. That's more of a me thing than Paul thing.
the TIV.
The TIV, the Tornado Intercept Vehicle.
Oh, on Twisters. Was that is that vehicle in the movie?
No, there's an
No, that's an actual
vehicle.
real one.
Oh, okay.
It's all armor plated. It's like it's uglier than a
The first
Cybertruck.
one, the first rendition of it was built off of a deuce and a half, and it's just nothing but steel plates.
Well,
In fact,
I don't care how much armor plating you got. A tornado can lift you and throw you around.
Well, what it does is the plates go down to the ground completely, and then it shoots spikes into the ground.
All right, we'll see how that works with wet ground.
Well, no, they've been hit by a tornado. A couple
But it can
times.
only take
at least once or twice.
more than that.
Well,
More than that.
And at
But
what
they
level?
actually were inside the tornado a couple times.
It will not go over. They will not intercept anything bigger than an F3, a low F3, EF3.
But yeah, the spikes that shoot out, they will punch through concrete. They'll go through the pavement of the street
All right.
to anchor themselves down. It's craziness.
Um,
They've actually filmed the inside of a tornado. Dumb.
Yes.
Well, let's move back to a little bit about the storm. If there's anything about the storm anyone wants to mention, any experience, antenna problem. For those of you who know Joe Brett, check out his channel, KU5YVY. Is that right?
K5YVY.
K5YVY. Check out his channel. Man, he's got no power. He does a fairly brief video showing the damage. He had trees and antennas up in trees, antennas on the ground that a branch fell and just happened to hit that spot where the antenna on the ground was sitting. Man, he got hit bad.
Is this one the snowstorm?
Yes.
No,
Like-
Ice.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
Way ice.
He had power
Yeah,
line. A branch took
Yeah.
a power line down. It's power line on the ground. So check out K5YVY's channel, Joe Brett. And man, I'm hoping he's got some damage, but man, I hope it doesn't take much to get it all back up and running. But he said he may be out of power for a couple of weeks. He's not in any kind of, necessary city area. He's kind of out in the country. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
thank you.
it was the lines going to his house that fell.
Yep. Yeah.
There was
So
that much ice accumulation.
he had a
They
lot.
had
If you
They had 2 inches of ice, over 2 inches of ice.
Yeah, you could see he's got an 80-meter wire up, and from his view, from where he is, I don't know, 20, 30 feet from it, and it's sagging because he slacked. He gave it some slack because it was on his tower. He said it was like triple or quadruple the size of the wire, just the ice that had packed around it.
Yes.
And it's so cold, Scott wore pants.
And boots.
That's cold. Scott's from the Pacific Northwest, so
But yeah, so there's some guys that have been hit hard. I would imagine some more videos are going to come out. Joe Brett will probably put some more stuff out. I don't have anything exciting to put out. It was, I have power and everything was fine, but Oh, Dawn, is that a video from you? Did I miss something that you put out?
No, I think that's a video from today.
No, I think that's
Oh,
Joe
okay.
Brett's video.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Colin,
It's in the chat if you want to click it directly.
yeah, just go to his channel and you'll see it, and then subscribe if you're not. Colin and VK.
I'm
He went
clicking at
out-
the same time you are, Paul.
He went out. He went out for a cigarette and almost lit his skull.
It's 113 degrees in Australia right now.
That is crazy. I'd take what we got here in Texas over that. That's just my body.
I was gonna say the same.
Yeah, I don't.
You can
do
always add more layers.
Yep. You can only get so undressed and be able to go in public.
Yeah, but
Heat.
the pipes bursting and all that.
I got the
Sleep
wire wraps
closet.
on it. My wire wrap goes on at 40 degrees and just keeps it warm.
I'll still take the cold as long as we don't have the wind.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true. It was less cold
Yeah.
because the wind was low.
I actually walked
Yeah.
today, and the weather we had, it's a layer of freezing rain and sleet, and
Mhm.
then we had the snow, and then we had a hard pack on top of more sleet. So everything was nice and solid. But
I was walking
that
on
wind
4 inches of
turned up a little
snow.
bit. It was like, ooh. I
Yes,
felt that
I
wind.
was too.
I was walking on 4 inches of snow that was not my 175 pounds, 80 pounds wasn't breaking through the ice to get to the snow. It was
I won't
fine.
So
say how
for-
big I am, but y'all that know me know how big I am. That wasn't given for me either.
So today for my Winter Field Day, in my backyard, I've got like this fence that leads out to that wooded area,
Mhm.
and my backyard kind of slopes down to my fence. And as Michael is describing, there's that layer of ice on top of what looks like snow. You just at
Yeah.
first glance, it looks like powder. It's not. It's hard concrete
Yeah,
ice.
it's like
And
a
my
concrete.
my backyard slopes down, and so if I were to like take a stumble, I would have I'm sliding. I'm hitting my
Yep.
fence. So what I had to do today in order to get my end fed halfway up, I think I got some video of this because I hope to record and edit and put a video out on my channel. But I had to get like a rake, one of those like gardening rakes. I had to grab the rake and just like go make tread in the snow down to my fence so I could open
That's
my
smart.
fence. And then I even made more tread to get down to the tree that I needed to go throw my yarn ball up into the branches. And so I just, for about maybe like 45 minutes to an hour, I was just like raking snow so I wouldn't
That's funny.
fall on my face.
That's smart though. Most people wouldn't have thought to, rough it up. That's smart.
So check out that
I
link.
didn't want to hurt myself.
Yeah,
so.
and that's you hit that. It's going to feel like concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah. Check out Don's video there. I'm looking at it right now on Don N5SK
Yeah.
in that link. So he's got some video of his hex beam up in the ice. Check that out.
Mm-hmm.
Nice
Um,
thick beam.
Tim's got 3 feet of snow stacked at the end of my driveway. That was like me when I lived in Idaho. I loved it. I loved everything about it. But it was
Yeah.
snow. It wasn't ice.
Yeah, it was in the mid 80s here in North Texas as well, James. And now it's going to be 8 overnight.
I QSO'd Bricker on JS8 call. He's one of the guys I got QSO with.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't quite
the
understand what JS8 call is, but I don't know. We don't need to go too deep.
Well,
into
El, let's have a live stream on JS8 call and have you on, and we'll QSO.
it.
Do you have
I would
digital
love to do
capability?
that.
Do you have digital?
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, does it need to be
I-
HF?
Yeah, digital HF. I need to
Mhm.
I need to get the DigiRig. I just need to spend the money. I guess I'll buy it.
Do I need
J-
a DigiRig
this week.
with the 705?
No.
Yeah, the thing is, you'll have to get the cables for each for the different radios.
So the
Okay.
so
well,
the
maybe able to
leading
do
up
the
to that, we'll
290.
prep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
leading
but
up to that, we'll prep.
705's got a sound card built in, don't it, Paul?
yeah, it's just the USB cable.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Never mind.
There's so many that you don't need it, especially the more modern ones. So yeah, 705 you don't need it. It's your USB cable. There's kind of a way to set it up, and you're good to go.
Perfect.
And the good thing about JS8 Call L is that that 5 watts will go a long ways. So
Awesome.
Well,
That's
the
great.
thing with JS8 call, it's FT8, but you can carry on a full conversation with
Mhm.
JSA call.
Okay.
Yep.
That's nice. FT8 is more it was interesting my first experience. It was kind of when I first saw it, I was just like, that's it. But then it kind
Yeah.
of got addicting. You know, we're sitting in there in
It
the
is.
Yeah.
I was
It
out
is
camping and I was sitting in an RV with some other hands and we were just like we were
Yeah.
just like watching.
Push the button.
It was just
push the button.
addicting.
I have a lot. I probably
So
have
easy.
more JS8 calls than any mode because what I'll do is if I'm at my desk, I don't want to actively contact people or where you have to listen and watch and move. I'll just have it playing and I'm like, oh cool, I want that call sign and get that call sign. Oh cool, I'll get that. And so I just casually do
Yeah.
it, but I did get tired of it, and I'm moving towards others like JS8 call more, and this year CW hopefully as I get further along. Let me show you real quick
Awesome.
just to show you the interface. So it's digital mode. You've got 4 windows basically in your waterfall. Everything on the left here is what's going on in the frequency. Everything in this yellow is what's going on in my little bar right here. So most likely this is your communication with people and their communication with you. Down here is what you type. So you can type an entire sentence. You can, whatever you need to type, you type. So unlike FT8, you can have a conversation like Michael said. And over on the right are the people that are on. So these are the people that were on last time I was on, all the call signs. So that's the basic interface. And instead of just clicking like auto sequence like FT8 does, you select who you want to talk to and you have your conversation by typing your text right here and then clicking send. So there's a
I
lot
forget,
more.
did you say it was instant
Well, this one, let's
communication?
it's instant in the sense that you're having a live conversation with somebody. But if
Okay.
your message goes beyond 13 characters, it'll take two send cycles. So that can take 30 seconds. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So like FT8 where it takes that 15-second send cycle.
Yeah.
So if it's a longer sentence, my sending might be 3-4 cycles of sending, which can be a minute and a half or a minute.
But it's robust. It can go through heavy noise situation.
Yeah, you don't need primo conditions. So where FT8 and JS8 call and these type of modes will shine is in 5 or 6 years as we lose this high time solar cycle. As this solar cycle diminishes, these modes are going to become more usable.
Okay, and warning, and this is true. Digital, you want to back the power off on digital. I
Yeah.
don't think it's going to be an issue on QRP radios, but if you have a 100-watt radio, you don't want to be powering 100 watts of digital through that radio because you'll eventually burn the finals up.
Yeah,
It's
so
a lot more. It's a lot more taxing on the radio.
well, that's why you need to look at your antenna system too. That's why you'll notice on antennas it'll say, let's say 100 watts SSB, 50 watts digital, 20 watts, AM or whatever, CW. So digital is a longer duty cycle and puts more stress, like you said, on the radio. It puts more stress on the antenna. So you got to make sure it's capable of it. Hey, KJ, good to see you. Or TJ.
Yeah,
I see TJ.
I've seen some antenna systems or say 100 SSB, 50 CW, and 25 digital.
Yeah.
So
Oh. K9 KJ in the house. He's got a channel as well. We're going to have him on in February, hopefully sometime if we can work that out. I met him in Tokyo Ham Fair. He's a big time CW operator, so I'm going to have him on and have him talk about CW as well. I have a lot of CW live streams this year as I go through CW learning, but anyway. Yeah, so cool. We'll do a JS8 call thing down the line. When we can work something out or do a live stream or a video or something. We'll get you going on that. Good for emergencies as well. Yeah. So yeah, Don, you're right. That is the difference. So when I was saying it was a 15-second thing, to let's say it's a sentence that takes four transmission sessions, it's 4 15-second transmissions in a row. It doesn't alternate like FT8. So you're looking at a full 1-minute transmission on your radio and your antenna. Thanks for clarifying that, Donna, because I didn't think about that. It's a steady until your text is completely sent. Your radio is sending that power. So I usually run it. My antennas that I run can handle 50 watts. or more, but I just usually run 50 watts on all my digital modes. But you can run much less. And if you have a resonant antenna, if you got an end-fed or a dipole cut to resonance, it's gonna perform even better.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, well, what else? So Gray Man, I'm gonna have to check your final video today, your live stream. I think that's the one I missed. Anything else, guys? Any other experience with the winter storm?
No. I think
Sorry, I missed that.
I stayed indoors most of the time.
I was
I
gonna say,
walked
that
over to
was-
see
was-
some of the restaurants were open. They're all closed. So
yeah.
Hollywood today's ice storm. He's WEC B640 in chat. Today's ice storm was no match for the full-size loop antenna. Some DC amps down the wire melted the ice and restored proper operation.
I was a little bit tempted.
Wow.
Well, that's
They
one
use
way
a
to,
little, they create a little current.
well, that's one way to defrost your antenna.
Yeah.
Put some power to
I thought
it.
Hollywood was down in Florida.
So yeah, so there's two more things. Ham till it hurts, 12.5 seconds at a time on JS8, not the full 15 seconds. And then Don says this is why you got to try to keep that power down, your ALC down as well. It's rough on the radio's finals.
And they're saying ICOM can handle it better. I'm seeing a lot of people say ICOM can handle it better than most radios.
Yeah, 705 is great for that. So we'll work on that sometime. So far, I haven't watched Don's video. I'm going to take a look at that. So far, Joe Brett's video is the worst one I've seen. So hopefully Joe Brett can get everything up and running again.
Worst situation you see. Let's clarify.
Yeah. Well, as far as ham radio, antennas and damage and things like that, he has no power. Could be a few weeks.
But he's got his generator running. He's prepared for it. So.
Well, his generator's down at his parents'.
Yeah, his parents have power. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he has zero power.
So I topped off my gas for I got a generator that's dual fuel or tri-fuel, whatever. And I'm prepared. Get at least a few days of power. Got solar, but for my solar to go to my backup power, I'd have to pull the wire because my solar is grid tied. So my solar has to get a little power from the grid or it shuts itself off, which is the stupidest thing, but I get why. So at some point I am going to switch to a manual grid switch, and then I can utilize my solar and continue my power. But I've got battery backup from EcoFlow and a smart panel. So I'm ready. I'm ready to an extent.
That's what I want to put in
his solar right now.
Oh well, no. If it's covered with snow, it gets nothing.
Okay, I was gonna say. Go ahead, Dave.
That's what I want to put in the EcoFlow. I mean, because their battery setup now, you can actually get it to where you can get almost 15 kilowatts of power out of their batteries. So you can run a whole house no problem off of it.
That's nice. I got it last year at Moore Expo. I got a good discount on it. They're just now coming down to that price. And it's the 4 kilowatt EcoFlow Pro 3 on wheels, but it's about 118 pounds. So you can move it, but it's pretty heavy.
Right.
But it's plugged into their smart panel. And I've also got my generator plugged into the smart panel, and the smart panel will alternate to whatever power source is coming in. So it automatically senses it. So that it's kind of an upfront cost, but $1,100 for the panel. And I think it was $2,200 for the EcoFlow Pro 3. But what's cool about that, I can add just battery packs on top, and it daisy chains, and they stack nicely up to 45 kilowatts if I want. That's a lot of money. I'm not going to get that far, but EcoFlow is a good brand. I think I got a 5% discount in the description for EcoFlow if you do decide EcoFlow.
I've got their rivers, both of their rivers, and that's probably the only ones I've used. They'll run my shack with no noise.
Yeah, it's quiet too.
Yep.
This is another thing. Thanks, Ed. W9US L is the 705 does Bluetooth. So actually,
yes, it does.
Yeah. So if you're linking it with something on Bluetooth, you don't even need the cable. I forgot about that.
Okay, that's true. But also, it kind of nipped me in the butt a little bit whenever I did that last soda. I remember
Mhm.
Paula was like freaking out. I'm like, I can't transmit. If
Oh,
you do
that's
use
right.
Bluetooth on your 705, you have to make sure, even when your mic plugs in, you have to go in and manually change like your transmit mode.
Mhm.
So just anyone thinking about using your Bluetooth on 705, just look at your transmit modes and make sure if you want to use phone that it's on the correct transmit mode.
Yeah,
But
that's good.
yes, it does do Bluetooth.
Yeah, I forgot about that too because I've never really used it. I'm just
When all else fails, do a factory reset.
I did.
I've done that
yeah.
with my
She
7000
she
a few
struggled
times,
with
but
it. I
now I
remember that
figured
now.
it. I
I've
figured
done
a lot out on it.
Off topic here.
Mhm.
Hillbilly Ham, are you in Texas? You're in Texas.
Nope. I'm in
He's
Springfield,
in
Nope.
Missouri. Just outside
Oh.
of Springfield, Missouri.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he's got no snow in his background.
No, last time I went to Texas, coming home from Texas, me and my wife got in a wreck and totaled our car. So I don't know when I want to go back to Texas.
Well, that's
I've
just
never
telling
met
you.
once you pass through Oklahoma.
That's just telling you should have
It's
stayed
exactly
in
where it
Texas.
happened, just south of Atoka.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where I got
Or
pulled
actually
over.
south
Was
of McAllister, I
Otoka.
mean. Not Atoka, south of McAllister.
I got my first speeding ticket in Otoka, so I just think that whole area is just a little. You don't know what's going to happen there.
Yeah, it was just telling you the universe telling you should
Yeah,
have stayed in
yeah.
Texas. You shouldn't have left.
Yeah. Sean, we're bagging on the state. We're bagging on Sean's home state.
Yeah, we're bagging on the Okie. It's all right. It's all right. I'm used to it.
Well,
I can bag on the Okie State because that's where I grew up, and I'm still a diehard Boomer Sooner.
I guess we won't hold that against you.
All right. Well, he's got it right there.
Oh boy.
We'll,
I have nothing to show.
we'll
I have
edit that
nothing
out.
on this to show.
I'll edit that out in
all right.
studio later.
The good,
put
the
a-
bad, and there's the
We'll put
ugly.
a blur over that.
No.
Not like I care. I don't really have an alma mater. I was Eastern Kentucky. The Colonels. Whatever that is.
To be fair,
We'll
Oklahoma
call you
always
Colonel
beat us
Sanders
in
now.
soccer.
Although you know what Arlie Army says about Texas from the the first movie he was in.
Who's that?
Arlie Army. Sean knows what I'm talking about.
Which movie are we talking about? Full Metal?
Only steers
No,
and
he's
people
been-
come.
he was-
Only steers and certain people come from Texas.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh yeah. That's not his first movie though, but yeah.
Oh, the
Wasn't
first
it?
I know him in. So
Yeah.
Well, I moved
Full Metal
to
Jacket.
Texas. I come from Idaho.
Idaho.
You can call me a potato, I guess.
I was going to say the Spud State.
Oh my gosh.
You know, it's funny
That's
because
funny.
that's just their biggest one probably, but they have sunflower, they have corn, they do so
Mhm.
many other there's so many crops in Idaho.
So
Yep.
my daughter-in-law, her initials
He's a cowboy.
before she married my son is OSU. Her father was such an OSU fan. Her name is Olivia Sue Underwood, but now it's Porter. So OSP.
Oh, it's a wood product.
All right, guys. Well, want to thank everyone for joining the stream. We're going to be doing these again as I've changed back to my original format. As I invite other YouTuber channels on or some expert in a field, I'll probably keep it low key, but I want to have at least one a month where we all come on and Ragchew like we have for so often. I was kind of getting things mixed up and combined, and I want to kind of get back separate to that. So thanks everyone for coming on and having our Ragchew. And thanks guys for the support in the channel and for all the comments in the chat. Anything else you guys want to say before we sign off and relatively early tonight?
Yeah.
Stay safe, stay warm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's the big thing this week.
So monitoring your local repeaters. If you need to, put your radio in scan mode because there could be an emergency that pops up.
Yeah.
In fact, 146.52 has been pretty popular this weekend. So
Yep. I keep the repeater up. Whatever repeaters nearby you run Skywarn or Harry's or Racy's, just keep those running and listening. And sometimes they
Yeah.
do wellness nets and things like that. We didn't, I guess, have a need for it this time. It wasn't as bad
Yeah.
as some.
We kind of gauge that based on power outages, and if we start noticing a lot of people struggling, then we'll activate health and welfare nets. We do them twice a day when we do that activation. So at noon and at 7:30 p.m. So
This is the way.
All right. Well, that's it for tonight then, guys. Thanks for joining. And we'll say 73s and have a good week.
bye, y'all.
73s. Bye.